What is up? Welcome into yet another edition of Benstant Reaction, an instant reaction to a game, a trade, or breaking news in the sports world. If it is there, we are reacting to it very quickly. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about the Ben Garcia Show or Benstant Reaction, whichever one is your favorite, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or for free on the iHeartRadio app. You're putting a face to the voice and you're watching on YouTube. We appreciate that as well. Today, we are reacting a couple of hours after, or I guess I should say about an hour and a half after the Arizona Cardinals pull off the upset and defeat the Miami Dolphins 28-27. Here's why this win is so remarkable and improbable. There was not a moment until late in that fourth quarter watching this game where I thought they were going to pull out the W. During this game, I was all about just fix the offense. Just fix the offense. I already know the defense is bad. I'm not going to harp on the defense being awful. You knew it was bad. I knew it was bad. This isn't fixing anything for us to complain about it. I told you when I was at training camp watching this team every day from the media sidelines, getting an up-close and personal look, hey, the defense, it ain't very good. And I was okay with it. I understood the Cardinals were trying to take another step, and it would have been fiscally irresponsible to spend all their pennies that they've worked up to earn over these years on players in free agency that almost never pan out. The players in free agency that pan out are Mack Wilson, are guys that are below the radar signings that just need somewhere to fit perfectly. Almost never, or at least 50% of the time, the big fish, big market free agents don't work out. And so I was okay with it. And I knew this defense would be awful. Can you fix the offense? Drew Petzing deserved just as much respect as he did disrespect coming into this game. 2 weeks ago, I said to fire the guy, and I would have been totally fine with it. Last week, he was running Clayton Tune out there on very important third and fourth downs, taking your best, most dynamic player off the field in Kyler Murray. Today, what happened was something that I had spoke about a couple days ago. I don't care about Marvin Harrison Jr.'s touches. I don't care about James Conner's touches. If the Cardinals win the game by spreading the ball around to every which player, I couldn't care less what the offense looks like and who gets the ball. And today, they did not abandon the run, 20 rushes for 53 yards. Trey McBride, 9 receptions, 124 yards, still doesn't have a touchdown on the year, which is insane. Marvin Harrison Jr. had 6 touches, 111 yards and a touchdown. Michael Wilson, 5 receptions, 31 yards and a touchdown. And this is what the offense needs to look like. This is what the perfect Cardinals offense looks like. This is the offense that I thought was a top 5 offense, or at least could have been a top 5 offense before the season began. Establish the run with James Conner. Even if it doesn't work out, don't abandon it. Open up the option game for Kyler Murray. Find Michael Wilson for a cheap touchdown. Find Marvin Harrison Jr. over the top. And dink and dunk teams to death with Trey McBride. This was a beautifully called and masterfully drawn up game by Drew Petzing. Deserves all the flowers, deserves all of the respect. If this is what the offense is going to look like for the rest of the year, I'll sit here and apologize for saying to fire the guy 2 weeks ago. But most of all, the Cardinals, for the first time in the Kyler Murray era, I don't talk about the 2021 season where I feel like a lot of us knew that team wasn't as good as their record said, where they were 9-1, 8-1. The Cardinals have established some sort of consistency. Week in and week out, I've said, awesome, Kyler Murray, you had a great game, do it again. Then the next week wouldn't have as great as a game. He had a phenomenal game this week. The defense was putting the offense in positions to succeed earlier in the season, and they were not seizing the opportunity. And then the offense, in the inverse, was putting the defense in position to just make one stop and the offense will win this game. And the defense didn't do that. This was a perfectly executed game and the best win of Jonathan Gannon's tenure as the Arizona Cardinals head coach. The special teams did their job. The defense, although it's still a liability, continues to put the offense in positions to succeed, and that's all we can ask for. And then offensively, Kyler Murray was masterful in this game. 307 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a third down conversion to ice the game to set up a field goal for Chad Ryland. That is the perfect recipe for the Arizona Cardinals. If the Cardinals play like this week in and week out, they're a Super Bowl contender. Now, do I expect that to happen? No. But if they play like this every so week or some version of this, they're going to be a playoff team, and you can absolutely talk yourself into winning this division. Now, Matthew Stafford and the Rams look really good. That was my preseason pick. But this Cardinals team, big wins over a Miami Dolphins team that, forget their record, had Tua Tagovailoa. On the road, I might add, against Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins, who were all healthy. The San Francisco 49ers on the road, in which that team was entirely healthy outside of Christian McCaffrey and still had Jordan Mason running the football. And big win on Monday night against Justin Herbert and the Jim Harbaugh-led Chargers. Those are 3 insane wins, including one as well against Matthew Stafford. This year, Kyler Murray has beaten the following quarterbacks: Tua Tagovailoa, playoff quarterback; Brock Purdy, Super Bowl appearance quarterback; Super Bowl MVP Matthew Stafford; and then as well as has a win over the Miami Dolphins. And now, at this point, Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals just look good. I think I said Miami Dolphins twice, so let me backtrack there. The Arizona Cardinals have wins, or I guess I should say Kyler Murray has wins over Justin Herbert, playoff quarterback; Brock Purdy, Super Bowl participant quarterback; Matthew Stafford, Super Bowl MVP, or at least Super Bowl winning quarterback Matthew Stafford; and then playoff quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. That is Kyler Murray's 4 wins. Losses to Jared Goff, losses to Jaden Daniels, losses to Josh Allen. There is no team that has had, in my opinion, a tougher stretch of quarterbacks to start the season. Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, and Tua Tagovailoa. The Cardinals are now 4-4. If I told you, going through that stretch of quarterbacks, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, and Tua Tagovailoa, and they were 4-4 through 8 weeks, you would take that every day and twice on Sunday. And the Cardinals now, after 8 weeks of a treacherous road to start the season, are coming off of 2 wins where the defense, although still a liability, continues to keep the offense in games. The offense looked phenomenal and ate up every part of the Miami Dolphins and did it spreading around the football and not force-feeding one guy. And the kicking game, with Matt Prater still out, with 3 game-winning field goals. This team is starting to look dangerous. This team is starting to look like a playoff team. And it's all led by Kyler Murray, who is playing the most consistent brand of football I have seen him play. Through 4 quarters, that is the best Kyler Murray game I've seen. And he didn't necessarily rush the ball the entire time. He had a couple of rushes in this game, 5 of them, mostly passed the ball 300 yards, and Kyler Murray continues to show why he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. And through so far this season, 1,300 yards, 5th in QBR, 9 touchdowns, and 3 picks. Kyler Murray has been phenomenal. We were just waiting for this team to click. And it's just hard to get to everything in a 15-minute segment. But it's hard at this point. The offense is playing a style of football that is sustainable now after the Dolphins game. And after playing a treacherous road of a murderer's row of quarterbacks to start the season, the Cardinals are 4-4. You would have taken that every day and twice on Sunday. No team, in my opinion, has had a harder realm to start or a harder schedule to start the season than the Arizona Cardinals. And they're 4-4. With wins over Matthew Stafford, Brock Purdy, Justin Herbert, and Tua Tagovailoa. All led by their star quarterback, Kyler Murray. Don't look now, but the Cardinals' next list of quarterbacks that they'll be going up against: Caleb Williams, rookie quarterback; Aaron Rodgers, who's been terrible; Geno Smith, who is up and down; Sam Darnold, who's coming back down to earth just a little bit; Geno Smith, Drake May, Bryce Young. The Cardinals have a chance to go on a little bit of a heater here. And you can actively talk about their chance of winning the NFC West. You can do that. And you haven't been able to do that over the past 4 seasons. This is exactly the Cardinals team we were looking for. Complementary football. And more than anything else, consistent football. This was the team we were waiting to break out of their shell. The defense, although a liability, is continuously putting the offense in a chance to take this game. The offense, not fixated on giving Marvin Harrison Jr. the ball. This game was led by Trey McBride receiving. Is slicing and dicing opposing defenses led by Kyler Murray. It's not just Marvin Harrison Jr. It's Trey McBride. It's Marvin Harrison Jr. It's Michael Wilson. James Conner. We're not abandoning the run. This is what we needed to see. And if the Cardinals play like this, you can talk about potential playoff appearance. You can talk about a potential playoff win. You can talk about hosting a playoff game because you win your division. The best Cardinals win of the season and the most impressive win of Jonathan Gannon's career with the Arizona Cardinals as the head coach. And the most impressive and consistent performance from Kyler Murray. This is what you needed to see if you were a Cardinals fan. And it allows you to have every reason to get excited about this team again. Because with the stretch of quarterbacks you have coming up, rookie quarterback Caleb Williams, Jets Aaron Rodgers, who looks washed, Geno Smith, who is so up and down, Sam Darnold, who is playing well, but we're still not sure about, Geno Smith, Drake May, Bryce Young. You can go on a run here where you can talk about potential playoff appearances, NFC West champions. You can do that. And finally, I have been so opposed of giving up draft capital, of giving up your future, of giving up a ton of money to bring in weapons until I've seen it from this core. Monty Ossenfort, the Arizona Cardinals GM, owes it to this team to go get a pass rusher, to bolster up this defense. They have earned it. Jonathan Gannon has earned it, and they deserve a bone to be thrown their way. And this is not just go get some random pass rusher from the Patriots because they're tanking. This is go get an established pass rusher to bolster this team. The offense deserves it. The defense deserves it. The coaching staff deserves it. Tick-tock, Monty Ossenfort. I have defended you, and I believe you're still a fantastic general manager, regardless of what everyone else says. Because this is what the rebuild was supposed to look like. Rebuild through the draft, be more consistent, and then go get the shiny new toys. It's your turn to go get the shiny new toys for this Cardinals team. A move must be made. Maybe it's not Max Crosby. Maybe it's not Myles Garrett. I'm okay with that. But go get an established pass rusher for this team because they have earned it. Monty Ossenfort, tick-tock, the clock is ticking. It is time for you to make a move. Huge win for the Cardinals. Huge win for Kyler Murray. Huge win for Jonathan Gannon. And I have to just say it myself, I didn't expect to win this game. Going on the road in an early morning start has always been the Cardinals' scarlet letter, and they did it today. You can celebrate. You can rejoice. This team looks to start to being for real. I'm excited for it. And looking ahead at the schedule, the old Michael Jordan saying, the ceiling is the roof. The sky is the limit for this team. With a potential, as the Seahawks game is still going on, to be in first place in the NFC West. I'm absolutely stoked for this team. And Monty Austinfort's got to make a move. We'll talk more about it later on in the week. Kyler Murray is awesome. This is only positive. Get hyped, Cardinals fans. I don't even know what to say at this point. This team looks to have finally turned a corner and look like a potential playoff team and a potential division winner. And it's all led by their head coach, Jonathan Gannon, and their superstar quarterback who has taken crap over the past few years in Kyler Murray. And heck, given the fact that it's COD release weekend and everyone likes to make the joke about Kyler Murray being nothing but a gamer, since he got the win this weekend, might as well give him double XP because that's what he deserves. And in the spirits of Call of Duty coming out, Kyler Murray has deserved it. Game on.